Imagine waking up one morning to see your portfolio has dropped 20% overnight. Panic sets in. Your stomach knots. Headlines scream market crash everywhere. Most investors would freeze, make impulsive decisions, or worse, sell at the absolute worst moment. But what if I told you there's a way to navigate these storms with calm, clarity, and even a sense of inner strength that almost feels untouchable? Today, we're going to explore the inner world of an investor, a place where Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of resilience, becomes your secret weapon in the chaotic arena of markets. You clicked this video because you want to master your emotions, not just your portfolio. And I promise, by the end of this journey, you'll see investing and life from a perspective that most traders only dream of. Over the past few years, markets have become a roller coaster. Global supply chain disruptions, interest rate hikes, AI frenzy headlines. Every day feels like a test of emotional endurance. It's easy to feel like you're at the mercy of forces beyond your control. But here's the first Stoic insight. The only thing you truly control is yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your decisions. Not the price of Tesla, not the chatter about AI bubbles, not the fear in the financial media. This is the cornerstone of Stoic investing. Focus relentlessly on what is within your sphere of influence and let go of what isn't. It sounds simple, almost obvious, but simplicity is deceptive. Most investors constantly fight against reality, reacting impulsively to every headline, every tweet, every minor swing in the market. A Stoic, however, doesn't ignore the market. They see it clearly without being ruled by it. Imagine a general leading troops through a stormy battlefield. The chaos rages around him, but he follows the plan he has meticulously crafted, because preparation, strategy, and composure win wars, not panic. In investing, your battlefield is the market, and your strategy is your map. You decide where to allocate your assets, how to diversify, how much risk you're willing to bear, and then you execute with discipline. Now, let's talk about prudence, the Stoic virtue that teaches us to weigh options carefully, to consider the long term, and to resist temptations that promise fast, flashy gains. Asset allocation isn't glamorous, but it's the foundation of lasting financial health. Diversification might feel boring compared to chasing the latest crypto craze, but it's exactly what keeps your peace of mind intact during a market panic. Delayed gratification is another Stoic tool. The magic of compounding wealth doesn't work on hype. It works on patience, persistence, and resisting the urge to act on fleeting emotions. Think of legendary investors like Warren Buffett, who repeatedly stress patience and rational decision-making over speculation. He didn't become wealthy by chasing fads. He thrived by being disciplined, prepared, and calm in the face of chaos. Emotional discipline is next, and this is where most investors fail. Market crashes trigger fear. Market booms trigger greed. These are natural reactions, but left unchecked, they are disastrous. One technique Stoics practice is negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenario calmly, then planning for it. Ask yourself, what if my portfolio loses 50%? How will I react? What safeguards do I have? Preparing for the worst allows you to remain steady when chaos arrives. When the market surges and everyone around you is chasing returns, the Stoic reminds themselves that the real victory isn't beating the market in a month. It's staying true to a plan built for years. Let me give you an example. During the dot-com bubble, many investors were blinded by hype. They believed technology stocks would climb forever. But those who applied a Stoic mindset, the ones who paused, reflected, and considered what they could control, survived the crash largely unscathed. Stoicism isn't just about avoiding mistakes, it's about cultivating foresight and wisdom. And this mindset isn't limited to surviving crashes. It also prevents irrational exuberance during booms. Imagine watching Bitcoin surge, feeling the urge to jump in at its peak. The Stoic asks, am I chasing returns or following a disciplined plan? This moment of pause, of self-questioning, can be the difference between financial ruin and sustained growth. At this point, take a moment to reflect. If you're finding this framework valuable, like, subscribe, and follow for more lessons that blend timeless philosophy with modern investing strategy. Your future self will thank you. Beyond investing, Stoicism transforms your entire financial life. Success isn't only about portfolio size, it's about serenity, wisdom, and rational decision-making. spending, saving, handling debt, taking calculated risks, all become exercises in self-mastery rather than reactive behavior. Imagine a life where your wealth is not a source of anxiety, but a tool for freedom, choice, and calm confidence. This is the Stoic investor's dream: a tranquil mind, a resilient approach, a portfolio that grows because it is guided by reason, not panic. Let's expand this further. Consider your daily decisions: a luxury purchase, a risky investment, a tempting get-rich-quick scheme. Each choice is a test of your discipline. Stoicism teaches you to weigh long-term value over short-term satisfaction, to ask, does this action bring me closer to my ultimate goal, or does it derail me emotionally and financially? Historical examples abound. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, faced wars, plagues, and betrayals, yet maintained clarity and calm. What if we applied his mindset to investing? Instead of reacting to headlines, we plan, observe, and act with prudence. Our battles are financial, but the principle is the same. Prepare, control the controllable, and remain steady in chaos. Another key element is redefining success. Modern society measures success by wealth, but Stoics measure it by tranquility and virtue. A portfolio that grows at 5% annually with calm and discipline is far more valuable than one that swings wildly with panic and greed. Financial serenity is about reducing stress, making wiser decisions, and achieving resilience that compounds over time, just like your investments. To recap the lessons you can apply immediately. First, focus only on what you can control. Ignore what you cannot. Second, cultivate prudence in allocation, diversification, and patience. Third, master emotional discipline through preparation, perspective, and negative visualization. Fourth, redefine success. Wealth is not just returns, it's a tool for inner peace, rational choice, and long-term well-being. By applying Stoic principles to investing and financial decisions, you gain more than money. You gain clarity, resilience, and an unshakable calm that informs every aspect of life. Markets will always fluctuate, crises will always appear, and chaos is inevitable. But with a Stoic foundation, you remain steady, focused, and prepared. That is the ultimate advantage: a mind unshaken, a strategy executed with discipline, and a life guided by wisdom over impulse. Through patience, prudence, and emotional mastery, you transform investing from a source of stress into a tool for freedom, confidence, and personal growth. The Stoic investor doesn't just survive the markets, they thrive in them, turning volatility into opportunity, fear into foresight, and wealth into serenity.